You already know what it is. Your boy Banz alongside Christina. We are the Spark Up Podcast. What's going on, everybody? Episode 122.
Woo!
We here. What's
We're back. Oh my God. It feels like
another week.
Forever. I know. We didn't put out an episode in, damn, it's been 2 weeks. I think we haven't even done mic check either. So last week we were supposed to record and the devil tried to take a hold of me. I got sick. I came down with something that I can't even pronounce. I was like for real sick. Like I was in the emergency room wailing and like hurling and throwing up. I threw up at least, I'm having David Chappelle. This is crazy. I threw up at least
TMI.
8 times.
TMI. We don't want to know this.
It was nasty and it was very painful. So be careful out there because there's something going around. They say it's food poisoning, but it could have also been bacteria in my stomach from a stomach bug. And I was out. I really was out. I was thinking about, this is dramatic, but I was thinking about.
You're also a dramatic person.
I'm not dramatic. I just think about death a lot.
You was a tougher kid than.
No, I was a crybaby, I feel like.
No, you was a tougher kid than most kids.
Well, I was mature. More mature.
I mean, you would exaggerate things. Like, if you got hit with a ball.
What kind of recollection do you have of me? That's crazy.
No, you was a pretty tough kid. Yeah,
but you're saying I was exaggerating, so you call me a liar.
No, but you would. I mean, you're still exaggerating.
No, I'm not.
You haven't changed much.
I thought
since you was a kid, you've been about the same way.
I could have died.
No, I know that, but you've been an exaggerated person. Like, let's say, for example,
I'm just good at telling stories. Mm-hmm. But anyway,
you add a little sauce to it.
No, I'm not adding sauce. Sunday, I had a really big stomach ache, and I was like, whatever, it's just a stomach ache. Maybe it's something I ate because I drank a lot over the weekend. Shout out to Catherine, and DJ Roberto. DJ Locura. They're getting married in October. And so we had a whole bachelorette weekend planned. Shout out to Angie who did an amazing job planning everything. We went to
what was wild on your story? I seen that.
What, the wigs?
Nah, when you was like, I'm not even gonna
Oh no, we could talk about that. So let me get there. So, we had an amazing weekend. We started out the weekend doing the escape room, which I recommend. It was fun. It's hard as hell. Don't go if you're dumb.
What's an escape room?
You never heard of it?
I'm assuming that it's like one of those places where there's a lot of mirrors. You got to find your way around.
No, it's based on a game. I think it started out as a game first. Now it's a movie. And you have to find clues. You're trapped in this room and you have to find clues to get to the next room until you get out of the whole thing. So we were trapped in this room and we had to use a lot of teamwork, a lot of strategy, a lot of brain power to get the hell out of there. And we were drunk. We weren't drunk. We were nice. The bride was drunk.
Who was the mastermind?
Kathy's friend who came all the way from New York City. Shout out to Chris, who has an amazing and interesting life. It was just such a good ass weekend. And then I got sick and I was confused because you got to try Barnaby's right next to Black Sheep. Oh my God, it's so delicious. Shout out to the chef, Jess. She is so good at what she does. But I was confused. I'm like, how am I the only one sick and everybody is fine? But then the stomach pain got worse on Monday, so I had to work through the pain, and then I just couldn't take it. I left work, and I don't do that. It takes a lot for me to leave work and even to call out. So then I ended up in the hospital midnight and didn't come back home until 12 the next day. And I was in bed eating crackers, drinking water, mad water, a lot of crackers, plain white rice. I'm still scared to eat. I ate Chinese food yesterday, but I feel guilty about it because I don't know what kind of condition my body is in because I haven't seen a doctor yet. But I'm here, and I'm ready to pod, and I'm ready to party. We're having the cookout this Saturday, so I'm excited. And that's gonna...
So get to the part of your story.
Oh, yeah. So... So, what's funny? Mad people was laughing at that. So on Saturday, it's a bachelorette party. So there's usually a lot of funny stuff around, a lot of dicks. And there were shot glasses with dicks. And no, I don't have to go into detail. But I took a picture of it on my story. And I said, this will be the first time that I have a dick in my mouth in ages. And it's true.
Yo, you gotta clip and that. We gotta clip that.
It just shouldn't be in people's mouths, I feel like. But that's just me because, I'm putting other things in my mouth. But yeah, it was interesting to confront the dick and put it in my mouth that way. It's been a while. And it was a lot more pleasant than the real one. So shout out to Casamigos.
Wow.
I don't know why people are putting dicks in their mouth. That's so gay of me. Wow. I'm gay for real this time.
You've really transitioned, huh?
Don't use the word transition because when I say that now, people think I'm saying I'm going to transition into a man. I'm not transitioning. I'm staying. There's a lot of information, but I'm not transitioning. I was going to take this somewhere else.
I'm just saying in sexuality, like.
No, yeah, I'm here.
Crossed that bridge.
I've arrived.
You took the little strings off and was like, forget this. I'm over on this side.
I have arrived. I'm here.
Hey, I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
I'm really happy for you. You know what they say when you live your best.
Say something about sucking dick.
No, I wasn't gonna go there, but they do say that you live your best life when you are yourself.
Yeah, I'm living in my truth here.
When you live in your truths, you live great. Like you got nothing to hide no more
at all. Literally,
you're free.
Business is out on Front Street. It's out on a bonus episode. It's out on every podcast. So
I'm happy for you because not a lot of people do that.
That's true.
Because of the fear of what people think. But you know what? Who the fuck cares about what people think? You know what I mean? Be yourself.
Yeah, you have to.
You know me. I've always said this. Be yourself.
You have to because it eats you alive when you're not.
Exactly.
Even if it's not being about gay, just doing something or being something. Even like what we do. Like for a long time, I was like, oh, people are gonna be like, oh, she's like. I was just afraid of what people will say about me putting myself out there like that on the podcast. So I've done a lot of new things since 2017. It's been quite the journey. But I'm here. I'm alive. I'm healthy. I'm well. I'm feeling good. Banz, you've been booked and busy. You've been on these streets.
I've been enjoying the photographer life. The working side of the partying. So you get to see a lot of interesting things. And I mean, when the camera comes out, and people.
Be specific though. You've been in the clubs.
I've been in the clubs. I went on the first Lovera. Shout outs to Lovera because they did something. I've never seen this in Rhode Island. They did a party boat.
I feel like it's been done before, but
I don't.
Sure.
I don't think it possibly, arguably, is the first one of its kind in our area, and it was a success. And wherever you walked, wherever you was. People knew you had the camera, so you've seen a lot of interesting things, and
be more specific. What happens when you bring out the camera?
People just add a little spice to their selves, like, yo, look at me, I'm here for the shot. Take a good shot of me, and let people see what I'm packing. Or
all the fake boobs.
Hey. More power to everybody.
I have a question. Have you ever touched a fake butt?
Yes, it feels the same.
Really?
I just wonder how it feels inside. You know what I mean? Like on the person. Actually, if you know anybody that wants to come up here and do an interview on BBLs.
Actually, that's not a bad idea. I like that.
Put somebody in the comments that's willing to come up and talk about BBLs. And about their story. I would like to talk to somebody.
Me too. And
can
we touch it? Like not respectfully.
Not respectfully,
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm not trying to be a creep, but also, hey.
Like I have questions.
Me too. My questions.
Because I've watched, documentaries and, not to bring it back to episode 26 when I got the heat from Aaron. Shout outs to Aaron. When on social media, I was like, yo, you have to, because there is a such thing as an expiration date on implants, whether it's
you have to go get it renewed.
Yeah. So I literally said, yo, ladies, don't forget there's, and I got
Yeah.
Which I was trying to be helpful.
But back in the day, you were very, como se dice, woman hater-ish.
No. I just don't like when people do foul shit.
You've come a long way. It's okay.
You know, I just call a spade when you have to. You're gonna tell me,
you're right though.
You're gonna tell me some women don't do devilish things, and you're like, wow, I can't believe this is really happening to this person.
No, people, period. But
on both sides,
it's just interesting that we've come so deep into the BBL of things that like women are not even afraid to talk about it. Like women will show you.
I would literally love to talk to someone.
Me too.
Just because I would like to know.
The process.
Not only the process, the feeling of being renewed. Because some women say it's confidence.
Okay.
Maybe. I can't speak on it. So, if you know anybody that got a BBL that's willing to talk, we'll sit them up here and we'll have a good conversation on it. I would like to know a lot of things.
That is an interesting conversation. I want to get into the mental part of it. Like, what took you to this place? Okay, you got a little booty, but so what? There's mad little booties.
I mean, little booties are nice too.
I'm just saying, like, I want to know what takes a woman to that point of saying, this is what I'm doing. This is when I'm doing it. I'm booking my flight. Let's go get this done. And then what happens to you? Like, I just have so many questions.
Exactly. Like, I could.
It's a rabbit hole, really.
And it's interesting because, women
have died from it. Are you not afraid?
Yes,
like,
yes.
I don't know. It's just a lot.
Not only that, but it's always nice to understand someone. I feel like sometimes, like, when you talk to people, you come out leaving with a better understanding of why this person's mentality is this way, or they believe a certain thing. And through conversations, sometimes we spark friendship. Sometimes we spark the next mind. You know what I mean? It's how people used to make friends, conversations. Yes, we don't have that much.
It's an old ancient thing that is unheard of.
And a lot of people can't conversate no more. Like
Converse.
We
got to stop doing this.
But, there's so many people that have no type of, conversation anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, we literally come up here and have a conversation in front of the world.
Literally, and we have nothing planned. Well, today we don't really have much planned.
And it's a great thing for people to see that people still can converse, and got it right that time.
There you go.
And just be people.
Yeah, and get to know each other. And that's true. That's a good point, especially about the BBL, because women who do that get judged all the time. From
both sides of the aisle. And
I don't understand why. Like, your body, your choice. My only problem is...
You see...
When the booty looks crazy, when it's like too much.
Maybe
when
that's what they like.
Microphone.
You know what I mean? Like, you want to look like a Bug's Life? I mean,
a Bug's Life. Wow.
Maybe that's beautiful to somebody. You know what I mean? I'd like to know. I don't know. I would like to know
for me, dog.
I really want to get people on the podcast that we can ask things to them. Like sort of like get into their mind a little bit.
Yeah, I like that. That's a good idea. I'm gonna
like get into the deeper part of.
Next week we're gonna have somebody right here. Somebody that's done this. We're going to find it. I'm going to hunt. Now I'm determined. We're going to find out. We're going to sit down with somebody in these headphones. I can only hear myself on one side, but it's fine. But, anything else that happened interesting that you want to talk before we get into some chit chat?
I mean, when you see me out there, just pose for me. Let me make you look good. You know what I mean? Because that's what I like to do. I like to make people look good.
Yeah.
When somebody looks at I get a lot of people out there that don't want to take a picture. Insecurities, I don't look good on camera.
I used to hate pictures. I still kind of
You know what I tell people? If you like it, I love it. But if you hate it, I hate it too. Like, I'll delete it.
Okay.
And sometimes that eases them out. And I take the picture, and usually they're like, "Oh, wow."
Mm-hmm. They be like,
yeah, like, and they're like, "Oh, how can you send me that?" You know what I mean?
Do you send it to them?
Of course.
Must be nice.
that's what I do, you know.
Never to me though. All my pictures are still unfound, but it's whatever.
Wow, this is like
if I was a D Gomes or a Lily Rain or somebody more important, I guess.
Come on.
I would get my pictures, but it's fine. Family treatment. It's whatever. But anyway, so because I went through this debacle with the devil in my stomach, I started to question a lot of my habits, especially, I've been questioning my eating habits for a long time because I don't eat the healthiest. And
likewise.
Yeah, and I started to, I wanted to ask the question, have you done something repeatedly that will damage you? For me, it was fast food. Like, I think I kicked the habit, though. I haven't had McDonald's in almost a month. So. You
haven't kicked it yet. It takes 22. Yeah,
I kicked it.
My bad. I'll take that back.
I'm not like feeding for McDonald's. Like, I don't know why people make it seem like I'm obsessed. But that, for me, is what I've been trying to shake for a long time, is like eating a lot of fried foods and having a smaller plate of rice versus a big ass plate of rice, eating till you're full. And I was listening to the episode with Kemi today. I think it's episode 80 or 82-ish, somewhere around there. And she got sick, and that's why she changed her whole eating habits. But, there's other things. So what is something for you that you keep doing that is not good for you? It could be
That's a good question.
Toxic women, taking pictures of me and not sending them. Like, there's a lot of things.
Wow, you really
had to dig.
Jeez, it's been a while. That's a good question. I never sat down and thought of it like that, but I would say my eating habits. I'm a either foot to the metal type of person where I'm all in or all away. Like, I can't go.
So you're eating trash or super healthy?
Yeah.
So what are you eating then?
I'm not eating super unhealthy, but I would say I can do better, and I know I can do better.
You're not eating meat, so what is there left for you to eat?
There's a lot. Snacks.
Oh, true.
You still
eating snacks? I never seen you eat snacks before.
Yeah. And not even at the right time, you know what I mean? Like, if I ate it earlier to be better, then sometimes, like, I'll be on the road, I'll go to the store, grab, something to drink, a water, or, like, I don't really drink soda. Cupcake? And then counters always have the cupcakes right there, and it's like, yo, my nigga, take me.
That's what the cake says to you?
Nah, but
it's a brolic cake.
You ever seen something on this display and you're like,
Every day, all the time.
And you put it in your cart or you
steal it?
No, you put it in your cart.
I'm kidding. I thought you said your car.
Sometimes that happens, and I know it's unhealthy, so I have to change that. That's something I got to change. Not going to the gym, that's another thing. But like I said, I'm that type of person where I'm pedal to the metal. I'm all in, all off.
We have you on record saying that you were gonna go back to the gym in 2020.
I am, and I've been trying to. It's hard, especially when you used to lift weights and you have to start from the bottom again.
Well, you don't have to be a bodybuilder. You could just.
I know, but it's a mental challenge, though.
You saw Campbell's?
Yeah, he's looking good.
He shed a whole person.
He's looking right.
I was like, wow.
It's inspiring.
He's looking like a sex symbol.
It's very, very inspiring to see other people do that. I mean, for example, Jillian.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jill.
Shout out to Jillian. That takes a lot of discipline.
And it's all mental. It's all in the head.
It really is.
I'm not there yet.
I feel like, too, a lot of people get lazy in the summer. Like, you're just out eating out and like, everything is a good ass time. And then you're forgetting, like, ooh.
But it's not only that. It's just like some people aren't all there yet. Like, when I was working out, I was there. I was present.
Yeah, because it takes the mental first.
Once you get yourself into the gym and you've gained the rewards of your workouts, you're there because you see it. When you go in, that's why so many people say for their New Year's resolution, I'm going to get in the gym. By April, March, they're out. They're not in the gym no more.
It's hard to commit to something.
It's because it's not even the commitment. It's the mental battle you have. Like, this is good for you.
Yeah, but it's commitment too, because some people work a lot, and it's easy to come home from work and sit on that couch and do nothing.
When you're determined to do something, you'll do it regardless.
That's true. That's very true.
It's sort of like going to see a partner or something. You'll make time.
It's not the same, but it's fine.
You'll make time to go see that person, whether it's once a week or. I mean, you should know you're in a relationship. You will drop some things.
How do I say this respectfully? But there's like pleasures behind it also.
There's also pleasures in a workout.
No, it doesn't. It hurts a lot.
When you have the pump, it's
pump it up.
Seriously, sometimes the pump feels better than erection.
Really?
Yes, because it's blood flowing through your body.
That's crazy. I never heard that.
This is a fact. Women and men.
I can't relate.
You know, if you talk to some people that go to the gym, they'll tell you like, yo, some women get off working out.
Wow.
Yeah, there's people that get off a workout.
That's sick. You're just at the gym horny.
Why not? You have blood flowing through you.
I'm so childish. When am I going to grow up?
This is real things. Like, the workout is a great thing for the body and the mental.
No, yeah, absolutely.
And it's like you build what's it called?
Stamina?
No, you're in
endorphins.
Endorphins. It's almost like eating chocolate. You get the same.
I know what you're saying, but it's not like eating chocolate. But yeah, it's a lot of people have overcome depression by going to the gym. It releases the stuff that your body needs. And also, it's just good for you to be healthy. I haven't worked out or even like ran. I tried to run last year in the middle of the pandemic, and it was embarrassing. I really want to be the person that goes to the gym and works out and is healthy. But you're right. It's the mental. It's like, do I want to go to the gym? Like, I have to get there mentally first and battle before I'm there physically. But by the end of the year, I will be back in the gym or back outside. Like starting out, just waking up in the morning, going for a walk. I wake up early anyway. That's the best time to go for a walk because it's nice and cool. And just go from there, because to be almost 30 and not being able to breathe going up a flight of stairs is terrible.
That's not a good thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, going up these stairs, I'm like a little tired, a little worked out. Even at work, I've noticed like I can't lift the same, like heavy things, like furniture I have to lift sometimes. I'm like, damn, I'm really like becoming weak. Look at that, I'm losing muscles. I think I lost like at least 20 pounds from last year to this year, which is crazy. From the beginning of the pandemic, well, due to depression, but also like from being sick and not eating. It's just been a wild ride. I think I'm at like 110, 115. I was at 125, 130. Is that correct math? Yeah. So it's time to get back on track. And speaking of COVID, the other question I wanted to ask was, have you been feeling guilty being outside? Did you throw away your mask? Are you wearing your mask? What's going on?
I'm in between.
You put it on sometimes. And
sometimes I'm
when like, do you say, let me put on a mask?
I don't know. Sometimes my mind just tells me, yo, put your mask on. So then I'll have my mask.
It's crazy.
But most of the time I'm not really scared like that anymore.
Because you're vaccinated?
Not because I'm vaccinated, because I've never really stayed home through the pandemic. So for me, I wasn't really scared of it. I just try to not make too much contact. Now I'm making contact because I'm in the clubs,
Yeah.
So
that's a lot of people, and you cannot trace that.
Exactly. So now I am risking it, but I can't remain in my shell forever.
Yeah, that's the weird part about it.
This is gonna become part of normal life. Like,
I don't like that.
We're gonna have to adjust through it. I mean, government's not
about variants and
not really. It's not really slowing down if what they're saying is true.
Yeah.
Which is very debatable for many people.
In Rhode Island, I know that mask is not mandated if you're fully vaccinated. Mm-hmm. So I struggled for a long time if like, should I still wear my mask at work? And then because Emma still has to wear her mask, I'm like, I feel bad that I get to be free and she still has to be muzzled. So when I'm with her, I'll wear it. But at work, I don't wear it at all. And I don't feel like completely wrong, but when I'm out in public places, like when I was at Black Sheep, I was like, this doesn't feel right. When I was spending the weekend with a bunch of people that I haven't seen or that I didn't know, like people that are not even my friends, so I don't know their whereabouts. One of Kathy's friends came from New York, and New York is running rampant with COVID again. They're resurging, so I don't know. It just feels weird to be put in the position of like, kind of like saying fuck it, like throwing the risk of your health away to try and live a normal life. It's kind of like a mind fuck when you think about it. Like the cookout's coming up and there's no COVID restrictions, no nothing. We're not gonna ask people, yo, you're vaccinated? Or you can't come. Like it's just outside and that's it.
I mean, but do you want to sit there and ask, like, truthfully?
I mean, I don't, but I'm just saying, like, at least
but you get what I'm saying, it's adding more to whatever job you have to do already.
No,
whether,
of course.
It's a company job or it's like your own business type of thing, But
I'm saying, for example, like, stay silent. When you register for an event, at the bottom, there's still, like, a COVID disclaimer type of thing.
Because you have to. That way you won't get sued.
Yeah, but not everybody's doing that is my point. So a lot of people are just saying, fuck it. I mean, I think we're lucky enough, according to numbers. I think the numbers are kind of messed up because people are just not getting tested anymore. But we had 7 cases last week. And that is slim. That's nothing compared to where we were
months ago.
So, I just pray that it works out and that we don't get sick because I'm not trying to have COVID again. It's not a good time.
Would you be able to endure another year of a lockdown if need be?
Sometimes I think about like being back in the house because I feel like now there's mad pressure to be outside, to be popping. You got to look a certain way. You got to be at this event because this person's doing this. Yellow Cup had a whole weekend plan. They had the day party, the night, and then the brunch. And like people are feeling, I feel like, this is me personally, people are feeling pressure to be outside and jump back into normal life, even if they're not ready. Like for me, if we go back in lockdown, I think I'll be okay.
I'll be fine.
Yeah, I'll be fine either way. I actually was getting used to it. I adjusted to being in the house. Now I feel like I don't even really want to leave the house. I kind of like being inside. But then I have FOMO when I look at Instagram stories and I'm like, damn.
I feel you. Because I mean, I can't really relate because I was.
Yeah, like how can you feel me? You're a liar. You've been outside the whole time.
I've been outside the whole time. Yeah, I can't.
That's why you don't feel the difference because you haven't really.
I mean, I was getting used to the COVID structure. Mm-hmm. Not the staying in the house part.
Like the mask and the not the deadline, the curfew.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? I felt like with COVID, people are a little more responsible of their time.
Yes.
Now that we're fully open, like it's more like
I'm telling you, there's a lot of fuckets going around. A lot of it.
I myself have said that before to myself.
What are you gonna do? We're stuck in this weird place of trying to get used to the new world while holding on to the old world, and then it not being the old world. So there's nothing to hold on to. You just have to move forward, and we're still here. So just gotta be grateful. We're still kicking.
But you know one thing I've noticed lately? I've noticed how successful the human race is.
What do you mean? Because people are dumb as fuck.
Yes, but the whole idea of the human race. No matter,
expound.
Like, So the other day we was on the highway. It's me, Murph, and a few other guys. Shout outs to Murph, and he brings up to the conversation like, wow, this is a very successful way of life. Everybody is going to a different destination. Mind you, we was a little bit under the influence, you know.
I am so confused.
Like the human race is a very successful thing. Just like
we've been here for a while.
You know, just everybody's doing something. Just imagine yourself on a highway.
This is high talk.
Yeah, very high talk. So just imagine yourself on a highway. Everybody's going to a destination.
Yeah, but that's by chance.
Everybody has a story there.
Yeah, literally.
And everybody's going in a pattern. You stop, you get off at your exit, you switch in your lanes. Yeah, there are fuck ups.
Men are crazy.
This is just like super high talk.
No, but it is true.
But think about it. Once you start thinking about it like that, you're like, wow.
It actually gives me anxiety because I get on the highway a lot, and to think that everyone has a different intention, a different destination, and a different
story
from where they came from. I don't know how they're feeling. Somebody's
just think
like,
about that.
Fuck my life, and just crash.
Well,
drinking and driving.
You see, you're being dramatic.
That's not dramatic. It's dark.
But it's realistic. But what I'm saying is, you don't think about that on your normal day.
I do.
Well, some of us are a little different than a lot of other people.
No, you're right. Like, who does that? Only weirdos.
And ever since we had that conversation, every
time you get on the highway.
Not every time that we get on the highway, but I've been thinking about it more. Like, damn, this is a very successful.
I don't think success is the correct word for what you're talking about. I think it's more like fascinating.
Think about it.
That's not success.
Animals move in patterns. People move in patterns.
Yes, but we die.
Everything dies. Everything dies.
So what does the success come in? I'm confused.
Because
that's where you're losing me.
Because it's been going on for centuries, millions of years.
By chance, though.
There's no one that can tell you where we started.
Yes, the Bible. Well, that's one way.
There's not one person on this earth that, outside of scriptures and stuff like that, that could tell you where we began.
Yeah, but think
about it. That's what I'm saying.
Animals are the same way.
Yes, but what I'm saying is that's how successful we are. That we can't literally.
No, you got to stop using the word success. It's throwing me off. It doesn't make sense. But I do see what you're saying. Like, humans are miraculous in the way where, like,
we're literally a miracle. Think about it.
No, yes, we are. Babies are. You never heard the term "babies are miracles"?
Yes, yes, I have. But you know what I mean. When you really break it down and you sit there and analyze it, it's like, wow.
No, life is amazing.
It's an amazing thing.
You know what's funny? I was thinking about that at the beach on vacation, which is so crazy that I'm thinking about that on vacation. But I'm like looking at sand, and I was like, Kia, look at the sand. Like, every piece of sand, every little
is a piece of history.
No, calm down. Calm down, Einstein.
I'm like,
no. I'm saying, like, every piece of that sand is different. Not one sand looks the same. Like, just the way the world works and how nature works. It's incredible. It's beautiful.
Mother Earth is a beautiful place.
It is. It's very deep. When you think like that, it makes you feel more connected to it.
This is why I'm not scared no more. You know, because I see that no matter what, whether I have the chance to make it another day or not, life it still continues, and we will adapt, and we will figure it out. You know,
I mean, we have no choice.
But you see, this is what I'm saying is that once you start thinking like that, you become less fearful of this may happen to me. You know, and if it does, it's part of your trajectory. Part of the life
cycle. Yeah,
they say your story's already written.
That's what they say.
So let things be what they're gonna be, I guess.
Be present.
Be present in the moment. Yeah.
Yes. Be present. I like that a lot. Be present.
And also, that's what I've been doing with the photography business. Instead of just being a cameraman, I'm enjoying the moment. Like I'm not I like party, but I like parties because of the energy.
Yes.
So I'm usually the guy talking to people in the party. I'm not the guy on the dance floor.
You know, some people don't like that guy, right?
And that's fine. I'm cool with that. If you don't like that, I come up to you and greet you, and you know, that's your problem. That's not my problem.
What was the music like? Because I made a comment, and this is transitioning to the next question. I made a comment about the other day, like how I don't really like the clubs anymore, which I don't remember the last time. Actually, no, I do. I went to Ego, but I don't count that. It's a different world. But like the club kind of dictating what's hot in the streets, like what music we're listening to. What did you hear on the boat? Like, what was the vibes? Is it a lot of trap? Is it a lot of drill? A mix of everything.
A lot of drill. You know, that's what the music is what women like.
Most of the time.
No, all the time.
Women drive
drive the party.
Yes.
That's why they get in for free sometimes in some places till a certain time.
But it's also to reel in men.
Drinks, fresh free drink is on the house some places.
Really? Where is that at?
There's a lot of places that do that, you know, just to bring the crowd in. Men and women follow other women.
That is a fact.
You know what I mean? So understanding that, you understand the whole party dynamic. You don't have a part. You're not going to have a party, a good time with men alone.
A sausage fest, yes.
You know what I mean? Most men are going to be like, nah, I'm out of here. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Some will have a good time.
But the women will say the same thing too. It's just a bunch of girls here.
You know, it all boils down to the women having fun.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
But a
guy wouldn't go to the club if there was no women or something he was looking for.
Of course not. No,
you know, for
that.
the
Men
people that, you know, are into, you know, the same sex, they probably go for that reason. You know, there's always something you're going after.
But I'm talking about like the sound of what's outside.
So the sound is very mixed. You have a lot of dembow, a lot of techno dembow, which is a little different.
Anything? Okay.
No, there's a lot of good music being played. You know, a lot of it sounds great.
What are people dressing like? I haven't been in the club in so long.
You didn't even let me finish the first.
I'm sorry.
part.
Go ahead. You're right.
You know, there's a lot of sounds. It's a little bit of everything, you know. And then we go back to our traditional songs. You have your, you know, traditional party songs that people play at parties, you know, that people want to hear, whether it's Spanish songs, bachata songs, and stuff like that. To even like, you know, old hip hop songs, Biggie, Juicy. Sometimes you still hear it, you know, the classics. You know, one thing I've noticed though is that the phone idea is dying in the club. So you're starting to see people dance more. Like there's people dancing. Okay. You know, it's still a mix of both. Every different club that I've been to has been a different experience. Different vibe. You know, people know what they're going to certain parties for.
That makes sense.
You know, like I've done a club where everybody's dancing. I mean, the boat party was a lot of people dancing. Like there was very few people not dancing, which was refreshing. There's still people socializing, but everybody was having a good time. Then I did Fuego. A lot of people was dancing. You know,
the food there is bomb.
I've never had it, but
shout out to Nye. I think that's Nye's family. Nye is an esthetician. Nice Skin on IG. Look her up.
And you know, like the vibe there was dope. Then I did Flow. It was still like pre-COVID feeling, like
slowish.
It was slow, like, and you know, you feel the vibe from the people. Not a lot of people really was dancing. They were in their own like little cliques. Yeah. Everybody. You know what I mean? So
you think the hookah, shout out to Stay Silent, the hookah killed the dance floor?
That's a loaded question. You know why? Because people can do both. A lot of people don't. You know, so I don't think hookah killed the dance floor, but it did add to killing the dance floor.
So what do you think killed? Because there's no dance floor.
At the end of the day,
they put really tables.
A lot of places is the DJ. You know, not to hate on no DJs, but if you're a good DJ,
no, that's a fact.
If you're a good DJ, you'll get everybody on the dance floor. You know what people like.
And not only that, but like, I want DJs to. I haven't been outside, so I can't really speak on this. But
also,
I feel
the crowd
like
you bring.
DJ that too. But I feel like DJs are all playing the same thing, like the hot stuff, the drill song, the Fabio, the Smooth L, like there's a lot of songs I think in my head that I feel like can be tried out that I never heard. Like there's a plethora of Missy Elliott songs that don't get played.
A lot of DJs are playing it safe.
Yeah, that's my point. And that's why I don't enjoy the clubs anymore. You know,
shout outs to the DJs on the boat, which was DJ Bentley, DJ OT, DJ Coro King. I don't know the other DJ's name, but they all did a phenomenal job. I mean,
but listen to who you listed. These are guys who have years in the game.
Yes, and they had the party rocking. You know, compared to some other DJs in other places that I've seen that aren't so, I would say, dance floor inviting. Because they're playing more of the hood stuff. And they're very
interactive.
You know, the DJ knows his crowd. So, you know, he knows what people want to hear. And you know,
should know. Some DJs aren't smart enough.
Crowd's different. So, you know, I've been to reggae nights and sometimes the dance floor is empty and they're playing the same stuff. Than some other nights where the floor is jumping. You
know what though? The trick to music is sequence too sometimes. Like you can't play all the bangers when the club is empty or before people get there. Or, you gotta watch. You really gotta watch people and observe people. And shout out to Ruckus who gave me a trick with figuring out what type of music to play. He was like, he asked me, how do you know what kind of music to play for what crowd? And I was like, well, you look at the race. And he was like, okay, but some black people don't like the ratchet shit. So like, how do you know? And I was like, what they're wearing? He was like, that's one. He said, you know what you look at? Jeans and sneakers. And I was like, damn, it clicked. Like that makes so much sense. If I'm seeing a crowd with big jeans, I'm gonna play old Jay-Z, Freeway, shit like that.
Well,
like
I think a lot of the OGs and people that used to wear the extra baggy pants are dressing tighter. So how do you tell?
They're sneakers. You look at what they're rocking. Okay. You look at by style, you can kind of.
So now let me ask you a question. If I walk into the club, I like to wear Reeboks. Reebok classics. I'm not that showboaty type of person where I'm buying like all the name brands. Maybe one day I will. Who knows? But at the moment, I would say that I'm really just a plain shirt type of dude, graphic design, and some jeans or.
Well, what I would start, I would be safe then. If I couldn't determine by the style of the dress, I would be safe and then observe the reaction. You can tell.
So what would you play if I walked into the club?
You specifically?
Yeah. Like
that's not fair because I know you personally. So I don't know. I would go to, it depends. It depends what time of the club it is. It depends who's in the club. It's not just night, you.
It's mid-party.
But it's not just you coming.
Okay, but let's say you got a group of Rubens in the crowd.
Oh my God, a group of Rubens. I'm going to go to Welcome to the Party, Pop Smoke, safe.
Okay.
And then see if I see
I fuck with that. I fuck with that.
Then you know, okay, this crowd likes this. DJing is not easy.
It's not. And you know, I think that's why some DJs get paid what they get paid.
Yeah, they're controlling everything.
Think about it like this. If you're a party promoter, your most important pieces to running a party, venue, DJ, and media. Whether it's photographer, videographer, or people that are in that circle that's going to spread that into the masses.
Right.
So, you need that in a club structure.
The DJ, I think, is number one.
DJ is number one. And outside of the venue.
Yeah, because there's some
venues that dictate the type of crowd you bring in.
Exactly. I was going to say that. Like, And this is
don't say no names. Just
okay. This one specific venue looks like a basement, and the people it attracts are
hood people,
ghetto.
Okay,
for lack of a better term. And I'm just like, maybe if this was if this specific DJ who is really good played at different places, I could just imagine the turnout. But then I start to wonder, like, are DJs also choosing by venue? Like, what's their selection process? Or they just going for the money? Like, I just have so many questions now, and we're going down a rabbit hole. But I want to ask, what song needs to be played when the summertime comes? Like, what sound?
Every year is different, but I'll tell you one thing.
No, but like every year, this specific song needs to be
I'll tell you one thing DJs need to stop doing.
What?
It's playing Suavemente.
Oh my God.
Or Obsession from Aventura, because it's, yes. A lot of Latinos, a lot of Hispanics love the songs.
Do they?
But we don't want to. It's almost like pandering.
Yeah, it's
like
definitely
that's
pandering. I told somebody it's the whitewash version of merengue.
Like it's like playing the electric slide at every party. Like you don't have to.
Not even the electric slide. No, it's like saying shout out to all my black people and then pressing play on electric slide. Like we don't electric slide to the original. The boogie, woogie, woogie. Like, we don't electrify. But still, like,
if I DJ at a spot consistently 4 times a month, every week, I'm not going to play the electric slide every week.
You'd be surprised. Some DJs are having the same exact shit.
You see, that's the thing. That's where, you defer a DJ. Some songs are good because they're still hot, but I don't want to listen to Suavemente every time I go to a day party or even a club party or a house party anywhere. Like we need a different songs. Like there's plenty of songs that
even Chambonea would be way better, even though it's slow. But like I don't know, there has to be. I just feel like that's DJs are lacking on their research. Like, if you're going to play music for that culture, really play music for that culture. Because Suavemente is not a representative. The guy who sings it is not even Dominican. He's Puerto Rican. So it's different type of merengue first. That's first of all. And especially living in the South Side, being raised in the South Side of Providence, you should know what Dominicans like. And it's not Suavemente. It needs to be canceled.
But even Obsession, I don't want to hear Obsession at a party anymore.
Right, that's a pandering song. And Aventura has a million songs that are way better than that. But that's DJ's lacking.
Or Solo por un beso. I don't want to hear that anymore. No. It's an amazing song. I love the song. Like literally, that's one of my favorite Aventura songs.
It's a classic.
But I don't want to hear it at every party.
Yeah,
like I feel like, it's almost like, here, don't feel bad. We're gonna play your favorite
don't
song.
Even play it at all. If it's
that's
that.
Not my favorite song.
I'm not even gonna dance to this.
But
anyway, summers. What song reminds you of the summer? Like, what song do you hear and you're like, wow, like I need to be outside. It's 80 degrees.
Well, one of my favorite songs, summer songs, outside of Will Smith, Summertime, would be Summertime by Lil Rob.
What song is that?
You don't remember Lil Rob?
No.
Mexican dude, Impalas.
What? How does it go?
I'm not gonna.
What is it called? Summertime
by Lil Rob.
Summer Nights?
Summer Nights, my bad.
Oh, we're gonna play this real quick. No, you didn't.
I love that song. That's one of my favorite songs
of all time.
Like favorites. Like it makes me feel summer. Like it's like, wow, it's laid back. I like the West Coast rap. So for me, it's like,
wow, did not expect that at all.
This is a very good summer song.
That's crazy.
Sometimes,
so it reminds me of the summer.
Feel So Good, Mace.
And then they turn it into
Let Me Clear My Throat.
Yes. And then Fat Man Scoop.
Yeah.
Shit like that.
Okay, I see.
Reminds me of the summer.
No, because Summertimes came out in like 2004.
You know what reminds me of the summertime too? Like feels like summer. I Need a Girl, Part 2. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know. I feel like that song came out in the summertime.
Yeah, but Summer Nights by Lil Rob, one of my favorite summer songs.
That is wild. That song is trash.
It's smooth. It's not trash. It's not trash. Don't do that. Because you don't like the song doesn't mean that it's trash.
But speaking of the summer, you know what else reminds me of summer outside of music? When Broad Street, and if you're from Providence, you already know where I'm going. When Broad Street is packed for no reason.
Rolling their strollers down Broad Street.
Like wherever you're from, think of your strip where all the people of color get together and there's food, there's loud ass music. I mean, and maybe not every state has that. But here you see the people out in front of the salons, in front of
people
the liquor
playing
store.
dominoes on us.
That's when I know it's officially summertime. When everyone's on Broad Street for no goddamn reason.
Everybody's out there for something.
For nothing.
Sometimes for nothing.
For nothing a lot of times. Just going to the liquor store just cause. Driving over speed bumps just cause. Like, the recklessness, you could feel the recklessness in the air. Like, people are just doing the most. That's what reminds me of summer. And fireworks. When you hear the fireworks going off, it's
some people have PTSD from fireworks.
Really?
Yeah. Some, people that have been in situations, some people don't like the fireworks because of that, because every time they go off, it reminds them of something like that.
I can see how it could definitely be a trigger.
I mean, summer for me is, once you see the shorties, short shirts, like
crop tops?
Yeah, crop tops and, the strollers pushing down broad.
This is like the fourth time you mentioned women with shoulders. What is your issue? Single ladies need to do what they gotta do. I'm just saying,
like, we always see that. It's not.
That's like, a Dominican thing.
You could really drive down Broad Street at any time during the day, and you would see at least one person with a stroller.
They think they're in DR.
Whether they're doing shopping or just doing exercise, you're gonna see it on Broad Street.
We should normalize that. Like, women pushing shoulders. I remember pushing a shoulder and feeling like, ugh. I don't know why. I just felt weird about it.
Because people care a lot. Like they say, we don't care about what people think. Lies. We all care about what people think.
A lie.
It's like once you start believing it, then you start doing your thing regardless. Like, the people that be out there with no shame.
A lot of shameless. Even those people could be insecure too, though. True. Like insecurity looks different. There's people that put on a front and act like they're not, come off like they're not, but they are. So I don't know. It's already July though, and you had a birthday. We missed your birthday on the pod. I was gonna bring champagne and everything. That's crazy.
Hey, I had a good time on my birthday.
What'd you do?
I actually went to.
You didn't do nothing.
A job.
I saw you.
I did a job. I was working at it was like a dance play.
A dance play?
Yeah. Valiant Arts.
Okay.
It was younger kids from, I think, 8 to 14, 15. And these kids are amazing. Of course I was working it, but outside of, working it, I did enjoy the show.
Oh, nice.
I was there.
Was that at a dance studio or?
It was actually at PCTA.
Oh, yeah.
The auditorium there, and
that's the school next to Central, right?
Yes. So these kids really came out and they killed that show. They did a good job. Like,
it was probably a competition.
No, it wasn't a competition. It was a play. About hair.
Hair.
Yeah. It was. About the girl going through her hair troubles, which was very good. It's very,
how the hell did you land that job?
I would say Afrocentric, because there were kids of many backgrounds there, even like white children were there. No, I like to.
I'm sorry, I don't know why that sounds funny.
Play was very like black, very, it was Afro.
Progressive.
Yes, and it was embracing of brown girls, black and brown girls' hair
in school in a play.
I think it was just they booked the place and they had it there. It's an actual dance.
No, I'm saying, how did you get that job?
I did some work for the person that runs the studio, and she hired me for the job. And
nice,
it was pretty dope. It was nice to see how talented kids are when you put them in what they like to do.
Absolutely, that's why I took Emma right out of dance. It's just not for her. It's okay, and that's fine. She'll find her niche, hopefully.
Every kid has a passion. Everyone has a passion. Some of us lose it along the way.
That's a fact.
I think every kid was good at least something at least.
Yeah, I think Emma's just good at talking.
Maybe podcasting will be a thing for her in the future.
Oh my God, no. Please, God, give her a logical mind, not a creative one. Creatives suffer. You know that.
We do, but when we make things happen, the feeling of when you
do something,
build something from ground up, it feels amazing.
Yeah, it also feels like shit at the same time.
Yeah, but the little time you have with that amazing feeling is what we chase.
And that's so terrible when you put it like that.
But I can't explain it more than that.
Yeah, you just have to feel it. You just know. If you know, you know. But yeah, that's all that I have. But I was gonna ask some social media questions, but I feel like we beat social media. We beating a dead horse. So
yeah, social media has become
I just wanted to ask, like, if you don't know somebody, do you delete them, their request, like on Facebook or?
No, I give everybody the chance.
You accept everybody even if you don't know them?
My page is public, so.
Oh, I don't.
People add me, and I
think it's weird. People add me and then they see me in real life and don't say shit. I don't like that.
I don't like that neither, but sometimes I do that too. So I couldn't, not purpose on purpose. I may have seen you, but I don't know what time you're on, so I don't approach you.
I don't know.
I do approach most people, but there's been times where I'll see somebody and I kind of give them the head nod, or
I think it's weird for you to go out of your way to see somebody and you're like, let me add this person, and then you're looking at each other's thoughts constantly, each other's pictures, and you don't interact.
Sometimes it's the hey, what's up?
Or they're just nosy.
Sometimes some people are nervous to talk to people because they may think.
I think it's weird.
Like, what if this person's not cool?
I think we need to normalize talking to the people we're friends with on social media.
Yes.
Because what's the point? What's the point of being friends on social media if we're gonna act like we don't exist? Just delete me. Why? I do think this is true, and I don't want to say it the wrong way, but just stunt on these hoes.
No, just go up to people.
Oh, I do all the time.
Sometimes it's just it's breaking that ice.
I slide in DMs. Hey, where do I know you from? Like, why'd you request me? What's up?
I feel that,
There's like maybe 4 or 5 strangers on my Facebook friends list, and now we're not strangers anymore because I introduced myself.
One thing I do think is strange, if you like my work and you don't say nothing to me when you see me, or you listen to the podcast and you see me out there, say what's up.
And they're listening. And nobody does.
I don't bite. I'm a really friendly person. I may not look at it like it.
You always say that. You don't.
A lot of people tell me that I don't. I'm very like.
It's because you be looking dead in the face. I told you.
Yeah, but that's my everyday face. Even when I'm happy, I don't. I'm not that super. Like, my emotions don't show all the time.
Okay.
So come up to me, say what's up. I'll come up to you and say what's up. Let's start changing it.
And he won't stop talking. So if you really need a friend, Banz is the one.
I'm a great friend.
Are you now?
I think so. I try to be. You know, I can't overshoot myself neither, because, you know, anything I can't offer, I can't, you know, and that's, you know, how far my friendship can go. You know, knowing your limits is very important.
That is. You're very self-aware, but it's just funny.
You know, some people don't know that
they suck. That they suck at being a friend.
I'm an okay friend. You know, I'm not a bad friend, but I'm not a great friend neither. You know, sometimes I need
close to anybody.
You know, the thing is that sometimes when you get too close to people, you know, people trauma. No, it's not even trauma. It's more. Some people don't have a honest approach to being friends. Some people want to take advantage of you.
That is also true.
You know, now that
some people just want to have sex with you.
Yeah, but say it.
And they're lying.
Sometimes it's very like, you know, if you want something from me, or just let me know. Like, hey, you know, I was wondering if, you know, you could take pictures of me or something. I mean, don't slide in my DMs asking for, like, you know, freebies, but, you know, I can work with you, you know, or even, yo, you want to hang out? Let's hang out. I'm cool.
Yeah, I like that.
You know, like, I'm not unreachable. I'm not above nobody. I am the same person that cleans the hallways in your school or your job. I am the same person who you're friends with. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I hate your analogies and metaphors.
And that's fine.
They never make sense.
I'm just saying that I could be your friend. I could be, you know, we could all be friends. It's just, don't be afraid. Now. Don't be afraid to walk up to me and say what's up.
I love watching your brain being scattered. It's hilarious. You're like adding on, and you don't have to. We understand.
I just,
you tell your friends to get with my friends.
We can be friends.
Yeah.
And we could do this every weekend or every week.
Every week, right here on the Sparkle Podcast.
Like my Pass Me the Aux. We could do it every week.
Well, you're a potter.
Every week.
We do.
So let's get into my favorite part of the podcast, which is Pass Me the Aux. Booyah. Do you have anything? I do, but I'm stuck in between two songs. So I'm going to say two songs.
For me, I don't know if I picked this song already, but it's Young Blue featuring Chris Brown, Baddest. I think it's called Baddest.
I definitely think you picked that last episode, but...
Did I?
I see that you love this song, so...
It's a really good song.
It is.
I really like Young Blue. For me, he hasn't missed. Yeah, it's called Baddest, Young Blue, Chris Brown Young Blue featuring Chris Brown and 2 Chainz.
And also Chris Brown... I think Chris Brown is very hard to miss.
Oh, man.
You know, it's very hard.
Such a shitty person, so talented.
I mean, I'm not getting into all the stuff. Like, musically, I think arguably the best of our time in his genre.
I don't think that's arguable. I think that's just what it is.
So we'll leave it at that.
Okay.
So I'm stuck in between two songs, and it's brought back to me through the Dipset Locks versus that's gonna happen.
Oh, that's Wednesday night. Yes.
And I'm gonna say both songs because they're such great songs, and points of my life songs? they were very songs that I've listened to every day, you know, for a certain time, which is Still Feel Me by Jadakiss. I love that song. Like, that's one of my favorite. Like, if my life was a soundtrack, that would be in there.
Wow.
Also, Who Am I? Juelz Santana. Because I feel like it's almost like there's another song too, Feeling in the Air by Beanie Siegel.
Come on.
I'm not going there.
You have 3 picks.
Like, those songs were very key to me.
Okay.
You know, and I like how Juelz was being an open book on his song. You know, whether the stuff he's saying on the song is real or fake. You know, it made me feel a certain way. So, Who Am I and Still Feel Me. Who Am I is by Juelz Santana, and Still Feel Me by Jadakiss.
2 good songs.
You know.
All right. Boom. There it is.
So that was Pass Me the Aux. Christina, let us in on what's going on.
I have nothing. I have not been in the streets. I have not been keeping my ears close to the streets. I haven't even really been on my phone. So I'm letting you down. But I will say that I am hosting Shenan again. It's a family reunion. That's what I'm calling it. It's literally the cookout of the summer. It's going to be mad food. I have the menu on my Instagram. ChristinaSev_. You can go check it out. There's patelitos, there's rice, there's pernil, there's burgers, there's hot dogs, there's chicken on the grill. Like, there's gonna be wings from D Spot, my favorite wing spot.
So it's gonna really feel like PVD.
Yes. It's food donated from different restaurants. So it's gonna be really dope. And I'm hosting. And I have a whistle, and there's a pussy popping patio, and there's games.
I like pussy popping.
Yeah, me too. And there's and there's prizes, and yeah. So go get your ticket. The last chance to get a $15 ticket was Sunday, so it's too late. It's $20 now. So, but you can still go, and I think to me $20 is still worth it. It's 6 hours of fun, free food, great music. I'm hosting. We got a chef. We got Mr. Arcam taking pictures. So come through to the cookout and have fun with us. And let's go ham. I'm ready to get drunk. I'm ready to have a good time. And that's
don't get too drunk though, because you're hosting.
I'm hosting. Yeah.
You know, imagine
I'm professional.
No, but I've seen videos of people like,
but not of
you ever. No, I'm just saying, like, you ever watch videos of people like try to do a job and they're wasted
and they're a hot ass mess. Yeah, I've seen it in real life. It's terrible. No, but I know I drink enough in my life that I know what I'm doing. I'm good. But I am going to get drunk. I'm going to have a good time.
It's gonna be lit.
It's gonna be lit.
So you already know what it is. It's your boy Banz alongside Christina. We are the Spark Up Podcast. Thank you for sitting in on another episode with us, and you know where to find us. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Me say it like the YouTubers say it, smash the like button, and make sure you hit the bell for your notifications. That way, anytime we post something, you get notified. So you already know what it is. It's a wrap.
Peace.